Roxo Media House.
Hey Frog fans, I'm Keagan Polk with the TCU Beach Volleyball team. I'm honored to be here at the Roxo Media House inside the Flying T Club studio to host this edition of Frogs Today. In today's show, we will have a lot of baseball coverage as TCU gets ready to play in their NCAA regional tournament. Members of our men's track team are heading to nationals down in Austin. Plus, we go one-on-one with TCU's director of track and field, Kadivas Robinson. Today's show starts after a quick word from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
At Higginbotham, we put people first. So we simply start by listening to you. Whether you're searching for customized insurance, HR, or financial solutions to protect your home, car, health, business, or employees, our specialists are here to serve you, the people you care about, and your success. Higginbotham. Insurance, HR, and financial services. Inspired by you.
Welcome back into the Flying T Club studio here at Roxo Media House. I'm Keagan Polk. Our baseball team is playing its best ball at the perfect time. The team won the Big 12 Championship Tournament last weekend and kicks off their regional tournament today in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The team admits the adversity that they faced several months ago has fueled their recent success.
They've shown a ton of determination and will and grit throughout the year. It wasn't always easy, which, I think when you go through some difficult times, it's and you come out the other end of it. I think it's a lot like life. Life's not always easy, and baseball is always kind of, I think, a great teaching tool in terms of life. I think our guys have done a great job in terms of just sticking to it.
We just kept going. That's the biggest thing is we just canceled out all the noise, good or bad, and we just kept going. And that was the biggest thing for us is understanding the type of team that we are and knowing where our end goal is and knowing that we still have a chance. And that was the thing is, Coach Sarlos and Coach Bruce, they constantly beat it. It was, we have it right in front of us. And being able to know that and understand that it's still right in front of us and coming out here and going undefeated in a tournament with a lot of good talent in here is, that's exactly what you want.
We always knew we had it in us. At the beginning of the year, we started off real high. Every team hits a slump, but we're starting to heat up at the right time. And it's a big brotherhood. So when you're a bunch of brothers, everything y'all can get through is not impossible.
Yeah, we plateaued and the adversity was big time. So for us to come out here and show what we can do is just amazing.
This will be the Frogs' 17th regional appearance in the last 19 seasons. TCU earned a number 2 seed and will play Arizona today in their first game.
A month ago, I'm sure if you'd have polled anybody on this field, nobody would have thought they could go 14-2 by the way they had played up to that run. So it's been exciting, it's been fun, and I'm just so happy for these guys. 48 runs and 54 hits over a 4-game stretch. This offense is clicking on all cylinders, great pitching. You are not going to want to play the Horned Frogs come next weekend.
Resilience, right? I think a lot of people counted us out, and they heard it. And even despite injuries and adversity, just the way they stuck to it and stuck with each other. This is a close group. And I was just so proud of Kirk for sticking in there. I said that to him after the game. I thanked him for sticking there because it's not easy.
TCU designated hitter Curtis Byrne extends his hot streak at the plate. He's on a 9-game hitting streak, and over the past month, he's increased his batting average by roughly 70 points.
Yeah, I just going about it day by day. I'm not trying to really do too much. Just keep putting the work and stuff like that. Still trying to figure it out. Still working through some things, but I'm glad I can help in some way.
And congrats to TCU third baseman Braden Taylor, who broke the TCU home run record during the Big 12 tournament. This was the shot that cemented Taylor's name in the TCU record books. He now has 46 career home runs at TCU. Taylor hit 3 more long balls in the Big 12 tournament, which helped him secure tournament MVP.
I thought it was a very, very cool moment, just for the fact that, I felt so loved by all my teammates and all the staff. It just really showed me that, this is a lot bigger than baseball. I'm very grateful for all of the friendships and, the brotherhood that I've, made in my time here. So it was awesome, giving hugs to everybody. It was awesome. It was fantastic.
The bats are hot, and so is the pitching. The bullpen has been dominant. From the starters to the relievers, it's been a total team effort. During the month of May, Luke Savage gave up just 1 earned run over 14.1 innings of work. And Garrett Wright has allowed just 4 runs over 19.1 innings of work, and he struck out 26 batters dating back to April.
Yeah, I think ultimately, you start defining roles when you have some guys that have taken over roles. and guys like Savage and Abelt and Wright and Feezer and, a lot of those guys down there that have thrown quite a bit out of the bullpen, have established themselves in those roles.
The regional tournament wraps up on Monday. The winner of the Fayetteville Regional will face the winner of the Terre Haute Regional in the Super Regional for a shot at the College World Series in Omaha. It's also worth noting that 6 teams from the Big 12 earned bids to the NCAA Regionals. When we come back, we will have a quick update on our men's track team as they prepare for the Outdoor National Championships right after this.
Simply the best barbecue in Fort Worth. Dine-in, catering, or drive-through. 2900 Montgomery, just off I-30. Remember, the best barbecue in Fort Worth is at Railhead Smokehouse.
Welcome back inside the Flying T Club studio here at Roxo Media House. I'm your host, Keagan Polk. Congrats to some of the fastest guys on campus. The men's 4x400 team placed 5th at the West Regional in Sacramento, California, to secure a spot in the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships down in Austin next week. Ethan Brown, Donnie James, David Citi, and Simbarshe Maketa ran a 3:05:20. This team looks to build off their win at the Penn Relays, and let's not forget they also earned a bronze at the Big 12 Outdoor Championships. Also heading to the NCAA Outdoor Championship is Theo Mudzingare. He competes in the triple jump. He placed in the top 10 at every track meet this season. His jump of 15.74 meters put him in 8th place at regionals and was good enough to advance to nationals. Congrats to our men's track team and good luck at nationals. When we come back, we hear from the director of our men's and women's track programs as Keagan Robinson wraps up his first year on the job. Stay with us.
John's Grill is the newest venture from John Bennell and the Bennell's Restaurant Group. A reach-to-table concept featuring food, beer, and spirits from around the great state of Texas. Our menu is designed by Chef Sean Alvarez and features 2 chef-inspired burgers, the Fatty and the Flatty, plus a brisket menu perfect for your casual night out. Fast casual service in a fun, relaxed, family-friendly environment, featuring 11 big screen TVs for you to catch the big game on. Our mixology team has created a craft cocktail and beer menu featuring local spirits and brews from across Texas. John's Grill, home of the Players Club show each week. 2905 West Berry Street in Fort Worth, or online at johnsgrill.com.
The Flying T Club provides the everyday TCU fan and alum the ability to specifically support TCU student athletes. Flying T Club offers 3 levels of memberships. The Flying T Club is a nonprofit organization supporting the brand development of TCU student athletes through a series of unique event-based networking opportunities, which are exclusive to our members. These events provide a great social engagement tool for our members and student athletes alike. Follow them on Instagram at Flying T Club or online at flyingtclub.com.
Welcome back inside the Flying T Club studio. I'm Keagan Polk. We wrap up today's show with an interview with Keagan Robinson. Coach Robinson is the director of TCU's track program. He's a former TCU athlete who just wrapped up his first year back on campus.
This year, I kind of had to hit the ground running. You got to get to know your athletes. You got to get to know kind of, which direction you want to go in that first year, understanding that they've been in a different system and a different culture the last 2, 3, 4 years. So that was the biggest challenge, but I think we handled it fairly well. I'm excited. We had a really good recruiting class, particularly on the women's side. One of the goals is, increasing our roster size, doing that, but also just the people that's here kind of getting the culture to a level that it's expected that we have a certain amount of people make it to nationals and score at conference and become All-Americans and all those types of things. That's a process. It does take time, and we're a unique, situation because we are, a sport that is men and women, and you have different types of groups. But I think with the coaches we have and with the team we have, we can make that jump fairly quickly. I'm from Fort Worth, so coming here and running here, there's a different feeling to it, and then the history behind it and some of the meets. I know we was excited to go back to Penn Relays. I had so many people. So many people talking about us going back to Penn Relays and talking about, we was fortunate enough to win the 4x4 and also have a young lady win the 100, and that was just such a great experience for them. So having those types of experiences. And, you know, TCU's always been kind of like a family kind of friendly, or more of a family culture type thing when it comes to sports and athletics. You know, I'm really close to a lot of my teammates, and that's what we really wanted to bring back. The performances and performing well. We have everything we need. We have the facilities, you know, we have the support, and now just a matter of just really getting out there and plugging in and really starting to have these expectations that we can make these things happen. Recruiting wise, we have some pieces that's missing. Like we don't have, when you look at our team, the people we have in each event are good, but we just don't have people in every event. So now what we have to do, we have to build the roster up so that we have representation in more events, which is more opportunities for scoring. And it goes both for the men's side and the women's side. It's been going so well that it puts the pressure on you, right? So, and I'm not lost on that. It's like you look at the football team, they make it to the national championship. You look at soccer and conference champ. You look at baseball and you look at tennis, and it's like everything's going great, and you want to be a part of it, right? You want to just say, okay, I want to contribute in some way, shape, or form, right? And so that does. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it makes it tough. It makes you proud to be a Horned Frog, but you also want to contribute. But you also got to understand that there's a process behind all of those things. There's things in place. But I'll tell you this, looking at football and looking at what they were able to do this year, that shows you how you can come in and implement a culture and really get everybody to buy in, and kind of the differences that can make. So that was one thing that I thought was good. That was one thing that gives me confidence. Because typically when you look at new coaches coming in and all those types of things, it typically takes a couple of years to really get into place. And so I'm just hoping, what we can do is we can speed up that process. And the way you do that is by getting the ones that's here, getting them to buy in. The one thing I like about TCU is that we do things, and we try our best to do things the right way. I knew it wasn't going to be a situation where, I come in and just totally revamp everything. That wasn't going to be the case. We're going to be able to work with the ones that's here and try to gradually improve that. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm excited about that.
The future looks bright for our track and field program. We wish Coach Robinson, his staff, and the athletes the best of luck at Nationals next week. I hope you'd enjoyed today's show. I've had a blast. For everyone behind the scenes here at Roxo Media House, I'm Keagan Polk. Thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for supporting TCU Athletics. Go Frogs!
Roxo Media House.